How's it going, my happy subscribers? It's your boy Marco, and I'm back with another Call of Duty Coaching the Objective video for you guys. This is Slums Part 2. So basically the first part, if you haven't seen it, by all means go back and watch it. First part of the video, I went over how to get into the enemy spawn, the best way to get in there, and basically get ready for pull. Now, in this video, or this part, I will be talking about where to pull the flag and where should you go, more or less, when you pull the flag. So, if you don't remember from my last video, or any of my other coaching objective for CTF, basically you can always tell your teammates, okay, I'm ready for a pull. When you say that, you're telling your teammates, okay, you're in the enemy you're in the enemy spawn, you're ready to pull the flag. You need your teammates to get the kills and set up for your pull. For slums, you always want to get control. The objective player needs to get control of garage. Okay, this is what you want. You want this building right here if you're on the bad side. And that's the way you're mostly going to run. You're always going to run in bricks, more or less, unless something happens. So, pulling the flag. So again, you're right here, or you're on the tires in the garage building right here. Okay, I'm ready for a pull. And once you get, I recommend pulling the flag. If it's 4v4, always I recommend when you're pulling the flag, make sure there's 2 enemies down at least. When there's 3 alive, it's too risky. With every gunfight you go into against an enemy, it's always a 50-50 shot. 50% that you're gonna make the kill, or 50% that you're gonna die. And then, other factors come in position or come into play. Distance, obviously, and then if you know what kind of gun they have, if it's an AR or a sub, it just judges the situation. So remember, always pull when there's at least 2 down, 2 or more down. So we want 2, 3, or 4 players down. That's when you want to pull the flag. So we'll start right here. Okay, so I tell my teammates I'm in their spawn ready for pull, and that's all I say. So my teammates get some kills. They have a post up. And so I'm going to pull a flag. So I'm going to pull the flag.
Flag acquired.
So I'm going to run back the same way I came. Depending on the situation, obviously, if you have a player pushed up here, you want to run through garage. It just depends more or less on the situation always. And just like in raid, I'm going to talk about where your teammates should be posted. So when you pull the flag, remember, you always want control of this building. You want control of garage. And then the garage can be completely safe. So what you want to do is when you pull the flag, you want to have a guy right here, somewhere around these steps, watching grave and watching, between the yellow dumpster and white van, and then between the wall and the white van. No one pushes you. Also, that's a dangerous spot, so when you run, you want to look this way quickly, aim down the sides, and then run past your guy. You want a guy right here. You need a guy on statue watching the grave, so no one can get that mid cut off from the enemy team, because running through mid is a fast way to get to their flag, which I have right now. And then you also want a guy on the blue dumpsters right here watching the cutoff in blue. If you have all those cutoffs, this cap is mostly guaranteed unless they have streaks, or if someone dies. If like statue dies, then it's gonna be a little bit tricky. The situation will change. But so what you want to do is you want to have a guy posted there, and you want to run through bricks. And once you pass that point, this guy should fall back with you, then post up here, and then keep falling back, then keep posting up and whatnot. And then you always want to. I suggest always running down the street. Reason being, because if they have kill streaks, if they use it, if you're running through double D's here, you're gonna get killed. But if you run through here and they call a kill streak in, you can easily just jump right in here, and you can survive the streaks or whatnot. Or even if you don't survive the streaks and you die, say right here, the flag is deep in your spawn. They have to travel further for them to get the return. So that means they're in the enemy territory. And if my teammates can hold them off long enough, and if I get a spawn right here, boom, I get the flag back again, and we get the cap. So when you get down to here, what you want to do is the guy in statue should post up or at least fall back, depending on the situation. Obviously, if blue dies, they have to switch the positions, obviously. But you always want to dive the flag in.
We've pulled
Always,
forward.
always want to dive the
We've
flag in.
captured the enemy flag.
Dive or at least jump it, because you go further than you're just running or walking it in. Alright, so let's break down the other running routes. Okay, so we'll talk about running through the dump or Jeeps area. Now, running through that
Enemy
area
flag acquired.
is very, very tricky. I suggest never, 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 never do it if you're on the bad side. Remember, you want control of this building all the time. If you're running there, if you run over here, you're gonna basically throw off all the spawns. They're gonna spawn up there instead of back here, and then you're gonna get killed more or less. But if somehow or some reason the only way for you to pull the flag and run it is through jeeps, like I don't even know. Like I really don't pull through here at all. So what you should have is, should have maybe a guy in here watching the back alley. Obviously, you want to run through here. Once you get through there, you probably want to go behind the jeeps here, get some cover. Once you get past this guy right here, your teammate wants to rotate and watch grave for that cutoff. Keep running through. Again, you want a guy in statue. You always have a guy in statue covered middle, obviously. And then you want to run through blue. And then you want to have your other guy on statue looking at bricks, or a guy in cop car. And then basically you want to run down the blue stairs here. And then again, you want to dive the flag in.
We've captured the enemy flag.
Again, I highly suggest never pulling the flag and running through blue. Never, ever, ever do that. Not like I don't think there's any situation that I can think of off the top of my head right now that requires a person to take control of garage and then run through towards jeeps for a flag cap. I don't think there's no reason for you to do that at all. The only reason I can actually think of right now is if you're playing League Play or something, and you're playing a really, really shitty team, and you already have 8 caps, and you just want to go for kills, then that's the only reason why I can think of it. But otherwise, in a competitive, serious scrim or tournament-wise, never, 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 never do that. Okay. So pulling the flag and going through middle. Again, tell your teammates, okay, I'm ready for pull. And then, you get the pull.
Enemy flag acquired.
If you're going to run through middle, I don't suggest going through here, because you could get cut off. So what I suggest doing is jumping through the window, and then getting the kills. You have to be very careful if you're running through mid, because their spawn point is going to be somewhere around that area. So when you're running through mid, you have to be very, very, very careful, because you can get cut off very easily. So I suggest, again, getting control of garage, running through mid, jump through the window, or running through here, whatever it is, best situation. Remember, every situation is different when you come across it. And then when you're coming to here, you definitely need a guy right here. If you're running through mid, you need a guy right here getting the spawn trap in, because if there's no guy here, you're going to be dead. Again, you want to have a guy right there, so you want to run through here. You need a guy covering blue. And then your fourth is going to be on statue watching bricks, and you're just going to run through mid here. If you're running through mid, it's just playing out your secondary. And then you can just, dive the flag right in.
Lightning strike on standby. L-Storm missile on standby.
Alright, so I think that's about it. Again, running through mid, I don't suggest doing it at all again. Only time where you want to run through mid is, one, you get 4 down. That's probably the only logical way to pull. If you have a full team down, run through mid. Other situations where you need to run through mid is if it's a close game, if it's tied, and seconds are winding down. It's like 20 seconds. You pull the flag, then you can run through mid because you need that flag cap, or just to call the situation. But again, if you're on slums, always run through bricks. It's the safest. It's the easiest. It works more often than not. So anyway, so that's about it. We're running on a 10-minute mark, so that's pretty short. There's not a lot to go over here because there's only one main running route for this map. Anyway, so I hope you guys enjoy this coaching series. Hope you enjoyed this episode. If you do, please leave a like, comment if you have suggestions, or if you figured out, or if you know a different running route that I haven't covered of trying to get into the enemy spawn or pulling the flag back to your spawn. Please let me know in the comment section below. Oh, I totally forgot, guys. I thought I was finished. I was wondering, like, it at the like 9-10 minute mark, and I'm already done that campy, right? I totally forgot about the other side. Let's do that right now. I don't know how I forgot about that. There's always two sides, so there's always two ways. So, again, sorry about that. So let's break down this side right away. So again, there's only one way you run it. If this is your spawn, you want to run it through blue all the time, so you always want control of blue. So again, getting into the enemy spawn. Let's do this quickly. I'll start off like I'm actually playing a game. Right here, a guy pushes up to me. How's blue looking? He says, good to clear. Come over here, aim over. He's still watching it. Come over. Whatever. Close up in blue, get a couple kills, keep posting up. And then again, you want a guy posting up here. You want a guy posting on statue and cop car. And what you want to do is you want to come, you want to pull this flag, and then run straight back over here. And then basically you always want to run through blue all the time. We just want to ride. Again, here's a big open area for kill streaks, so if you're running the flag, there's going to be definitely kill streaks more or less if you're playing a good team. And then just basically if they do, try to get into here as fast as possible. I know it takes a little longer to get to your home flag, but it's the safest way to do it. And that's the only way I suggest for running the flag if you're on this side. If you're running through mid, again, it's the same principles as the other side. You want a guy post up in mid, obviously, and getting all the cutoffs. You want a guy on bricks and blue and whatnot. Okay, pulling the flag. We're going to talk about this quickly. Pulling the flag and running toward this way. Only time you really want to do that is if you don't have control of the spawn trap. Meaning, if the guy in cop car pushes up too far, like say, hold on, let me get here. Let me get to the position. Okay, say for some reason the guy in cop car pushes up to here, whatever that. Then the spawns are get totally messed up. That's when you want to run to where your closest player. If spawns are messed up like that, that's when you want to pull the flag and then loop all the way around and run to your teammate. But I'm pretty sure your team will be smart enough not to push up there. The only way I only suggest when you're pushing up this way is if they have sentry gun, you can't kill it because the sentry gun's probably gonna be looking through open stairs or not open stairs, double D stairs and blue stairs, and it'll be harder to kill it or destroy it. So that's the only way or suggestion: pushing down this street to get to the sentry gun. But anyway, so now I think I'm finished. I think I covered everything. Sorry about that. I thought I was finished it, but I guess not. So we're running on 13 minutes right now, so that looks much better. Again, so when you pull the flag through there, you want to run through blue, run wide, go through laundry, and then basically always dive the flag in or jump it in. Alright, that's about it. Hopefully. If I miss anything, I'm pretty sure I did it now. I think I got everything. But if I did, please let me know in the comment section below, and I'll address it in a comment, or if I feel it's necessary, I'll break it down quickly in a next video. But anyway, so this is your boy Marco. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, I already said it, but hope you guys enjoy it. Please leave a like if you did, comment if you have any suggestions, or if you know any other running routes that I haven't covered or that you found that worked very well for you. If you guys already haven't, please subscribe. This is your boy Marco.